I don't even know if I'll keep this on. Ditch the coat. Hold on. There we go. Hello, replay watchers. It seems like you or who is with me right now. If you don't see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you've missed me, but that's okay because you can check out my vibes. And every reading is a chance for you to hear a message all your own. Just let your ears perk up, listen with an open heart, and take what resonates and leave the rest for others. So, just a moment while I get where I need to be. Hi, Carol King. Hi, Crystal Pickett. I'm doing all right. How you doing? Oop, oop. Hold on. I'm not where I need to be. I'm still not. Let's just do this. Hi, Samuel Harris. Hi, Brittany Millington. Give me just a moment. I'm jumping into my secondary device here. And this is always a process, you know. I appreciate your patience. Thank you. Welcome, friends. Hello. So glad to have you joining. I will just be with the crowd in a moment. Whew, here we go. Almost, guys. Almost. I do appreciate you guys liking and following my page and sharing this video. Far and wide, sharing is caring. That does really help me out because I'm a regular person just like you, and you guys know more people than I do. So thank you so much for sharing the video out, for sending in your stars and donations. That all does help me, as I don't have another job. This is what I do. I am a spiritual practitioner. So thank you guys so much for always supporting me in all the ways that you do, showing up, tapping those hearts, subscribing to the channel. This all helps me, and it really does. These aren't empty words. This all helps me as, on the platforms that I'm on. So thank you guys for all of that. Take a moment to grab your favorite beverage so that we can have a kick-ass time tonight. I know I am. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Sissy. Hey, Wanda. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Lily. Whew. Hold on, guys. I'm almost there with you. Let's just breathe. So hello, friends. Hi, Aubrey Lynn. Hi, Diane Fullerton. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Heidi Corona. Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi is the name that I go by. I am a regular, real person just like anybody else, but I am aligned with love and light and God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for letting me be of service today in this way. I do not have a list, as this is free readings as drawn by Spirit. Hi, Kathy Castelletti. Hi, Sandra Hartman. Hi, Karma Jones. Yes, I will most definitely be. I really want to do many readings today, as many as I can do as possible, most definitely. What links you talking about, Danielle? Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. Sure. I just dropped my donation links into the comments there. I accept donations through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and it's at Spirit Speaks, the number 2 me. Spirit Speaks to me. People send me, donations, and generally, if I see that your donation has come through, I like to give you a message on the live. However, there is no set format, and sending in a donation, however, will get you a message right now. But even if you don't send in a donation, I am doing free readings as drawn by Spirit. So don't lose heart. Okay. I do a lot of stuff for free, Yes, Carol King, I receive your donation, and thank you so much for that, honey. You will be first. No, do you have a specific question on your heart? Forgive me, guys. I'm still battling this congestion. You know what I mean? I'm a real person. Danielle, it's totally up to you, honey. When people send in donations, it's random amounts. I mean, I've received anything from $5 to $50, like from somebody on a broadcast like this. Any amount. I'm not going to require it, but you know what I mean? Like maybe Spirit will draw me in that direction. But if she would like to send a donation, of course, I honor that because I know that she doesn't have to. And I'm a real person, and that's how I pay my bills and everything else. So I thank you guys for that. Carol. Carol would like a relationship reading. All right, sweetheart. Yes, yes. So stick around, guys. Don't lose heart because as much time as I spend with one person, you would want me to spend that amount of time with you. Sometimes Spirit just grabs a hold of me, and I have a whole bunch to give you. So please be patient as I read for everyone that Spirit draws me to, and let your ears perk up because the energy patterns can hit us all, even if we're in different locations, different lifestyles, guys. The energy patterns can be very similar in all of our different lives. And so sometimes when I'm speaking to someone else's scenario, it sounds like I'm talking to you. Okay. So let your ears perk up and let Spirit speak to you in that way. If that is what it is, to take as much guidance or clarity or whatnot that you can find on these kinds of broadcasts. But I do want to say, take it as it resonates. Okay, friends, because we don't make it fit here. That's not how we encourage healing in our lives, by making things fit or seeking out problems where there are none. However, if something does feel like a truth for you, feel free to take that tidbit and keep it as your own as well. Hi, Nikki Marie. Good to see you, honey. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Your donations really do help me. They do help me. Thank you so much. Okay. Relationship. So, Carol, the first card that fell is the Page of Cups. All right. This is about new romance, new love, love that is not quite put together yet. As you can see, this is not the Knight of Cups, who's the romantic suitor, right? And he's definitely not the King of Cups. I'll tell you what, this guy is immature. This relationship is shuffled around. See how it's separate? The feet are up here and the rest of the body is over here, right? It's not quite put together yet. And I believe that you can completely understand that this is kind of how your relationship is sitting at this time. Okay. It's not quite where you want it to be. It's still a little fresh and uncertain. Okay. And it's not put together in the proper format. It's still little baby steps, little baby steps. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Aubrey, yes, I will read for you next, honey. Just keep me on track here. Hi, MJ. Hi, Gina. Gina, you sweetheart. Gina Wright is my moderator friend. She might be dropping in some helpful tidbits to help the broadcast flow more smoothly, and I love and appreciate her. So please treat her with love and respect. She is very helpful, and I appreciate everything that she does. Whew. Okay, so Carol. Okay. So look, before I give you any other card, the first one that fell is number 44, playful. Okay, this makes me think of flirtiness, having fun, even during this time of challenge, making sure that you're keeping your vibration raised higher, because as your vibration drops, your mood lowers, etc. That pushes away the manifestation of this guy being put all together, right? Your relationship being where you want it to be. So making sure that even if things aren't quite where you want them to be, even if there's other struggle in your life, you've got to remember to try to keep your vibration as uplifted as possible, to remember to be grateful for all the positives that you have and not to dwell too deeply on the negatives that you find, for those are the kinds of things that are keeping this at bay. So what's going on with him, Spirit? That's what we really want to know. Oh. Okay. So this is the card that fell. Hold on, Carol. I'm going to get one more from this. I'm going to get one more from the Light Seers Tarot. Yes, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for hanging in here with me. We're going to have an awesome night, right? Let's do this. Clarify this card, please, Spirit, for Carol. Fuck yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Carol. I'm stoked. All right. Thank you for those stars, Sandra Hartman. Oh, I forgot to say this is an 18 and over broadcast, yo, because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. Okay, boom, mic drop. Now you know, Carol. I absolutely love this. The card that fell when I said, "Spirit, please tell us what's going on with him." Okay, is number 49, Oath. And right away, I was drawn into the fist on the chest with the fire that's burning it away. Okay, I'm doing my best to show up for an oath and to absolve this oath in every way that I can. And I'm like, okay, I just need one more just to clarify, just to punctuate, just to make sure that I am on the up and up with this, Spirit. Please tell me. And thank you, God. You got number 16, the Tower, which tells me right there that the oath, the commitment, the bond, the things that are tying him up outside of your partnership are being absolved. Those things are being destructed and demolished as we speak. Okay. And these kinds of trips and vacations are helping this to happen. Even if we don't see it from this side, on that side it is. Okay, everyone else is becoming aware, things are falling into order, everything that is in the dark is being brought into the light. Okay, so that it can be dissolved and dismantled, so that he may build on new foundation in the ways that he chooses to, right? Because the old has to be dismantled before this new thing can be put together. Okay, beautiful. I love that. I love that the Tower came out with the oath, because that's exactly what I was feeling. And Tower means like, I'm done with that oath. I'm doing my best to absolve it and get out of this crap, because I don't like this chapter that I found myself in. I want to close it, start the new fresh chapter over here with you. Okay, they sent out this one. Carol, I'm going to get you, what does Carol need to know right here from my own real life oracle deck? What is Carol's guidance, Spirit? What does Carol need to know at this point? I love that, Carol. Like so much. The card for you is invisible. Love this. Do not get comfortable feeling invisible. If you're shy, get ready for a steady increase in positive attention. Spirit is letting you know that it is time to come out of your shell. You know who you are, and it is safe to let that show. Some lovely souls may feel insignificant, unseen, undervalued, or unappreciated. The divine sees you. And I want to say to you, I feel that you may feel unseen, unappreciated as the person that you're asking about is attending to other things, but these other things are necessary so that the two of you can have the future that you desire together. And in this moment, it's hard to see that from your vantage point. Okay, but that is what Spirit wants me to tell you. Okay, so let's continue. The divine sees you and wants to remind you that your circumstances will shift and change as you remain true to yourself. Those who can truly appreciate your resonant frequency will be aligned with your path. It is okay to be seen. I love that. I love that. When will you hear from him? Oh, girl. Hold on. Well, I can say when the trip is over. Definitely. Let's see. I'm going to shuffle some cards around to sip my water, Carol. And hello, friends. Welcome. If you're new, my name is Heidi. I'm in California, America. And I'm doing free readings as drawn by Spirit. And I love that your cat is giving kisses. Oh, sweetheart. I love cats, and I love pets. I love animals, and they seem to love me. It's funny. I'm like Snow White. Like they just like flock to me, and I love it. I'm like, oh, babies. They all have their personalities, you know. They all have their own little souls, and they're all people, you know. So pets can tell when you give a shit and when you don't. And I want to say this, if your pet, your dog, your cat doesn't like a person, remember, animals can read vibes, okay, much more easier than people can, than you can. And so if your animal, your pet doesn't like someone, it's probably because they have sticky energy, okay, or they could have negative intentions towards you or in life, okay, and your pet just doesn't trust them around their beloved human. So listen to your pets, okay? Not all pets. Some pets have distemper, anger issues, whatever, but I'm speaking about your babies that love you. They love you and want to protect you. When they don't like outsiders, it's for a reason. And I love Nina, Carol. Yes, I do. Spirit. 6 days. 6 days. All right, Carol, when will you hear from him? 6 days. I feel like after he's back from the trip already, and it's going to be some kind of brush it under the rug. How are you today, sweet face, or whatever he might say? I don't know, like as if nothing has happened. And I feel how Six of Diamonds, even this Six of Pentacles is giving what you get. Okay, so recognizing, I understand you're like, I'm not caving first. Don't. Exactly, because you have to, you have to draw a line, set a standard of how you desire to be treated in a relationship. And if you decide to compromise your end all the time, or often enough, then the other party just, it becomes a habit. Baby doll, that's what it is. Hey, baby doll, oh, how are you today? This, that. It's going to be an early morning thing or a late night thing or something like this. I just got home. I'm so tired. I know you saw this, that, whatever. I miss you. I love you. All this. 6 days, within 6 days. So today's the 13th. So what is that? The 19th of January. I feel honestly like between now and the 20th. I'll just give you that because the day today is almost over. And it's not, he's going to be shocked if you're upset at all by his lack of connection or communication. Flabbergasted. I feel like he's an innocent bystander. And how dare you even be upset that, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't know there was anything wrong, didn't do anything wrong. That's why he didn't say anything. Or if he would have knew something was wrong, he would have said something. King of Clubs, girl, this is about actions. Actions speak louder than words, mister. All right. Bottom line and period. Remind him of that when you have these conversations, that words are great, man, but actions are what matter. Actions are what hold weight in our lives, period. Are you a man of action or are you a man of words? Oh my gosh, Carol, look at this. So I stopped shuffling the other deck. I didn't even realize that this one was right here on top for you. Forever love. Sweetheart, goodness gracious. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Right there on top for you. That is your card. Forever love. Twin flame soulmate. Beautiful, harmonious connection that is definitely in the potential future. Okay. And I know that you don't hold it back, and good for you, because that's what he needs. People hold things back for him because of his status or his whatever this is, okay? And he likes that you don't. It's different. Other people jump in line, act a certain way, whatever. Not everybody, but I can feel like the community, even some of the family, they all kind of act a certain way, but you are straightforward with him. Like, hey, man, we're just real people, and this is how it is. And he loves that from you. He respects that. Thank you, Spirit. Keeping authentic. I told you that's going to take you to great places. Okay. Aubrey, what is your request, sweetheart? Yes. And absolutely. That is another thing that he absolutely respects and admires about you. General for Aubrey. Sure thing. Carol, thank you for letting me read for you, sweetheart. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect from you. And you guys, I'm going to stay on for quite some time, I'm sure. However, before I end the video, I'll have a group pick a card message for anyone who's live or on replay. So make sure you stick around to the very end. And let your ears perk up, because someone else's message might really speak to your situation as well. That is how Spirit likes to work when, there are so many here and I only one of me, and I can't possibly get to every single person. So Spirit would like to speak to many. Aubrey, I'm getting you a couple of cards. One is from my Angel Power Wisdom cards, and the other are from the Power of Surrender. I'm glad, Carol. Thank you, and you're welcome, sweetheart. You're the best. Wow. Aubrey, this is incredible. Holy smokes, I have got to give you both of these cards, and we'll just talk about it, okay? Look at this. The first card from the Angel Power Wisdom cards is your calling. Your life's purpose is like an awakening to put your gifts and talents to good use and enjoy the journey of life. Look at her just glancing out onto the horizon, deciding which direction life is calling her. Your calling. And I'm like, wow, this is a beautiful card. But look at this. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Wow. How beautiful is this? So, Aubrey, are you denying your calling? What's going on? Are you having a spiritual awakening? Are you really going through some stuff? All right. I want to say to you, sometimes prior to or during a spiritual awakening, we might have a very challenging time, like a dark night of the soul kind of time. You know what I mean? Hold on, guys. So, Aubrey, I don't necessarily feel like you're really going through the dark night of the soul at this moment, but I feel like you may have recently. Okay. Some very challenging times where it seems like obstacles are thrown at you left and right. Things are happening that are really shaking to you. Definitely going through a lot and feeling stuck in a situation right now. Okay. So, what I want to say to you is yes, thank you, Danielle. What I want to say to you, oh, and thank you for those stars, Kelly. I do receive 1 penny per star that you send me, and they all add up and help me to pay for my snazzy graphics and all this and that. So, thank you for that. I'm a regular, real person just like you guys, and your donations matter to me. So, thank you very, very much. Aubrey. Okay. So, Aubrey, when we are embarking on our spiritual awakening journey, we start to feel different. We start to change kind of on the inside before it happens on the outside. Okay. And when we realize, like, wow, the way I feel inside now, even if you didn't actively do something to engage this, sometimes it just happens to you, honey. And that's what I feel like. That's what I feel is that it's happened to you. You're seeing things differently. You feel different about different things in your life, and you're looking around and going, wow, who I am inside is kind of clashing with all of these things that are going on in my life. And so one by one, some things have gone on and happened. Okay. But now the situation that you're sitting in is like really in your face. Okay. Because spirit knows that you can handle addressing that of the greatest and highest good of yourself. And sometimes that is the most challenging thing to do, is to choose you, right? To choose you, because we go, oh man, that's selfish. How could I hurt everyone else? Okay. By deciding to do something different with my path, with my life, with myself, right? How could I hurt all those other people? Okay. And what makes all of those other people's emotions more valuable than you? More valuable than your own, because you don't know that they'll be hurt. Okay. That's an illusion. You don't know what the future holds. Okay. And also, what spirit wants me to say to you is that when you say, oh, how can I hurt all of those other people, this is if I do this and choose myself so selfishly, everyone's going to be hurt, everyone's going to be ruined. um, and you're psyching yourself out of taking any actions that actually choose your own emotional satisfaction and well-being. And during that time, you're allowing yourself to be subjected and immersed in toxic or negative or dysfunctional energy. Okay. And that harms you, like that whole time. Okay. So if you decide to stay in a situation, say this could be at work or at home. Okay. There's some toxic energy, there's some dysfunction, and I'm having trouble addressing this in my life. And I'm kind of just there, and I'm kind of just quiet, and I'm witnessing this happen. It's kind of bothering me, but I'm afraid to make some kind of change on the outside because I don't know if I can handle stuff on my own if I leave that place or that job or that person. Okay. Whatever this is in your life, we don't all need to know, Aubrey. Okay. But spirit sees you, and spirit knows you. And I want to say to you, like, whew, when we are sitting in an uncomfortable corner of our lives, it will continue to become even more unbearable until we finally decide, this corner is so uncomfortable, I've got to do something different. I'm going to scream, I'm going to burst, I've got to do something. And boom, you'll do the unthinkable and make those giant changes because it's so incredibly uncomfortable. But for how long does that have to go on? For how many days or weeks or months or years do you have to wait until that's just bursting inside of you and you're brave enough to do something? You don't have to wait until it's too much. You can decide now that the day-to-day inconveniences of the way that you are feeling dissatisfied or unhappy, detached, not appreciated, or whatever this might be, that's enough. Because collectively, that weighs a lot. And it weighs very heavily on you. And it's up to you to lighten your load. You have a card that fell. Sometimes it's hard to make the choices that we know are best for ourselves. Even if we know it's the best thing, it's still fucking hard, even if you have the right answer. But that is the challenge. That is the lesson. And if it's that hard, it's that worth it. It is that worth it on the other end. And I know you got me here, sister. Let's talk about this. You got a card. You're welcome. The card is in the grip. Can you imagine life on the other side? A harmony of pure loving souls where there is no conflict, no pain. There's no duality or polarity. There's no secrets or healthy debates. There's no adversity, no challenges, no sex, no physical affection. Can you imagine an eternity there? Forever is a long time. Our souls come here to experience the polarity of earthly life. We pick the obstacles that become our personal challenges. On a soul level, we know we can overcome them. Whether in the grip of addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, or hardships, you can overcome them. Every step in the right direction is a victory to be celebrated. Aubrey. Oh, Aubrey, that is for you, sweetheart. And I want to say that it is a choice every time. And every time you choose the best next thing is a celebration. It's a victory. I've got chills right now. And I want to say to you that you can do it. Whatever your struggles, hardships are, you can do it. You can do it. That's why you're here. That's why Spirit is saying this to you, because sometimes we don't know our own strength, man. Sometimes we don't know what we're capable of until we can actually get there, and we don't have another choice, you know? I want you to know that you're not just going to get there. You're not just going to do it. You're going to thrive, honey. You are going to grow and thrive and succeed beyond your wildest imaginations. And this is just one of the challenging stumbling blocks that you are going to step over like a hurdle that's going to catapult you to the next level of your life, sister. It's like when you're playing a video game and you're almost to the very end to beating the level, right? It gets really hard. Like, I'm almost beat the level. This is fucking hard, right? Okay, it's getting harder. It's getting harder because you're almost at the end of it. You've almost beat that thing, okay? And you're just about there. So don't give up before you see that, because it's on the horizon for you. You've got to keep step. You've got to keep making the best decisions for you. And you have to have the utmost compassion for yourself. I got to talk about this. Listen, friends, I'm speaking to more than just Aubrey right now. I feel this in the group. Sometimes we can psych ourselves out of better futures because of how our pasts have unfolded. Okay, so we can go, oh, I don't deserve a nicer life. I don't deserve those things. I can't handle those things. Maybe I'm a screw up. Maybe I've always been, whatever this could be. This is what I want to say to you. So often we can shut those things down in our inside of ourselves before we even embark on the path to see. Okay, so don't shut down any bright future that you can envision for yourself, because if you can dream about it and step in that direction, it can be yours. Even if it's hard, even if it feels like you're taking one step forward and two steps back, you can do it. And Spirit supports you in wanting to live a better, happier, healthier life. So don't shut those things down before they even become present in your reality. You deserve it and you can handle it. And there is no one who is punishing you but you. I've got to say this, man. I used to, what do I have to say, Spirit? Hold on. Let me get quiet with Spirit, see what they want me to say. Yes. I feel you, Nikki. Sending love. Stephanie says, so true. Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys are all here. And hi, Mercedes. Good to see you. So this is what I want to say to you, that most light workers have been through the craziest challenges, the darkest of struggles, okay, in many different areas of life. And for me personally, I've had several dark nights of the soul. And I've got caught up into a lot of sticky stuff prior to ever being a spiritual practitioner, because like I told you, this happened to me one day in church. Boom, I heard my past loved one speak to me. She shook my shoulders, told me to deliver messages, and I did. And then I embarked on my spiritual journey, and life went from there. But prior to all of this, like, I didn't know any better, and I was a sinner just like anybody else. Okay. And there were times in my life where I felt like I deserved all of the horrible circumstances that I was living through because of the choices that I had made, or the people that I had hurt, or my children who I was letting down, et cetera, friends. We can feel like we deserve the unfortunate events, or the bad luck, or these kinds of things. And the truth of the matter is that we do not. The past that we hold against ourselves is so heavy. And we are the only ones who are holding it there. Yes, others may hold the past against us too, and let them. That's their free will choice, but you don't have to. You can be your best self today, right here and now, and keep choosing to be the best self that you are, and let that stuff go and elevate your situation. Elevate the love that you have for yourself as you integrate the parts of yourself that are just rising to the surface, honey, because your love has been there all along. It gets shrouded by our human experience. So please, I just want to say, don't hold your past against yourself, because it's working. It's working. When we hold our past against ourselves, we encourage more of the same: negative, toxicity, punishment, if you will, unfortunate circumstances, etc. And no one deserves that. Haven't you been punished enough? Oh, you guys are too sweet. I love you. Thank you. You're welcome, guys. Thank God that Spirit speaks. I'm just a regular person. Aubrey, sweetheart, you've got this, man. All right. Listen, I say, Aubrey, you've got this. I've got chills right now. Now, this is the final card I'm going to get for you from the Wisdom of the House of My Oracle right here. The card is number 38. Oh, I almost dropped it. And the card is Deceit. So this is an 18-hour broadcast, friends, and I am the reader who will tell you deceit, honey, deceit. So Aubrey, this is about lying and manipulation. Do you see the fire in that person's eyes? I see you're in a situation, honey. You've done said that already, and it's kind of wrapping you up, and it feels really weird. But you as a person are a divine soul that is pure. That's pure vibrational energy, is a natural homeostasis of love. Okay, so anything that is outside of that or less than that, it irks you, right? It triggers you, it bothers you. So this is no exception, even if you have no proof, sweetheart. I want to say, when people are master manipulators in our lives, and we devote our lives to catching them because we need that tangible proof so that we can finally make those decisions, like walk away or whatever this could be, Aubrey and anyone else, I'm feeling the crowd. Okay. It is a full-time job for that master manipulator to cover their tracks, to not get caught. So you're battling them and the universe, okay, to try to catch someone. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm speaking to several here. So I want to say to you, when people are being dishonest, it's not necessarily to your advantage to try to catch them and wait for that tangible, visible, evidential proof to catch them in whatever that is, so that you can make your decisions. Okay, doesn't it suck to feel weird? Wouldn't it be nice to be in a relationship where you didn't have to worry about this kind of shit? You can be, if you make space for that in your life and take this out of it. Real stuff. I'm not your mom and I'm not your boss, and I'm not telling you what to do, but as long as deceitful energy is taking up some spot in your life, you're not going to have clean energy patterns filling that spot. It's about releasing what's no longer serving you and making space. And again, I say to you, sweetheart, it's going to feel worse and worse and worse because it's dissonant to you. And when you lie, that's going to feel like shit too, girl. I feel you. When my spiritual awakening began, I could not tell a lie, and I still can't. To this day, I do my best to tell you the truth in the most tactful, graceful way possible, but I can't lie. And I feel like, Aubrey, you are coming to the point where it's like sick inside of you to tell a little white lie. I don't even want to tell a lie. I just want to be me. And oh my gosh, I can't keep it in. Like that kind of stuff sickens you. It makes you feel dark. It makes you feel sticky, and you don't want to do it anymore, right? So you want a reason to live on the up and up so that you don't have to hide anything or feel like, you're keeping some kind of secret or darkness or whatever this could be. And other people in your life who make you feel sticky or weird, again, darling, as your energy changes, you are unfolding. And your energy, let's just say this, honey. Okay, so Aubrey's vibrating about right here, and she's been in company with this job or these people or whatever, and they're all vibrating at about the same pace. But now Aubrey is having a spiritual awakening. I'll just say that. She's growing, she's changing, she's changing from the inside out, and she's starting to vibrate a little differently, okay? But this group of people haven't changed. They're still living their regular life, okay? So now you're kind of over here, but when you come together, we kind of clash. We clash instead. We don't come together in harmony like we used to when we were on the same vibe, the same wavelength, the same frequency. Now we're different. It's not that I'm good and you're bad. All of you, you're bad. It's not like that. It's just that we're different now, right? We're on different frequencies. So when we come together, it's not so harmonious. It's not so pretty. And it's continued to be like that so that you decide to pull your energy away from whatever is dissonant in your life. And you can do it. You are not so wrapped up in this. You can do it. Spirit says you can. And if you have a doubt in your mind, get quiet. Talk to God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, angel, whoever it is for you, because that's who's listening to your prayers. Talk to spirit. Spirit, please help me. I'm all wrapped up in some shit and I don't know what to do, but I am willing to make whatever change is necessary to have a better, healthier life. Please, God, answer my prayers. Please, Spirit, show up for me. Do that. And then watch how things begin to shift and doors begin to open and you can just walk through them. It can be just that simple when you become willing to walk away from or let go of anything that's not serving you, things that are toxic in your life. It's funny because we know the right answers, but then we wrap them up in guilt. I can't possibly do that because then I'll feel terrible. What about everybody else? What about you? Nobody has said, what about you, for a very long time. That's your job because everybody else is saying, what about them? So why are you saying, what about them too? What about you? That's the new question. That's the first question, the best question. Aubrey, that's what I have for you, sweetheart. And anyone else that was feeling that, because I know that there were several. Whew, thank you guys. Thank you for letting me read for you all. Sending love, sending love, sending love. Thank you, Spirit, for being in the house for us tonight. You guys are the best. I apologize. Oh no, hold on. I got out of my broadcast. What's going on? Fill my cup, fill her cup. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. All right, let's see what else we're going to do now. You're welcome, Aubrey. Sending love to you, sweetheart. Yeah, I do offer private sessions, guys. And I do have tarot videos for order. I have psychic development programs as well. And I also have a private Facebook group. I believe it's in the description box, but I think Gina might drop it in for us. That's the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. So if you vibe with me, this is more of me for free. I do a card a day, Intuitive Tuesdays, some Vibe Tribe only, exclusive gatherings, reading events, that kind of thing. So if you want to connect with me on a deeper level, but you don't want to have to pay to do it, click to join the Vibe Tribe, but agree to the group rules, friends, because I will not let you in if you do not agree to the group rules. The group rules are in place to keep you safe. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Yes, right. Thank you. Yeah. Sylvia on YouTube. People send me in random donations ranging from like $5 and up. It's not a requirement. I am doing free readings as drawn by spirit, but I could, yeah, totally, if you want to drop in a request. But if people do send in donations, I would like to honor them because I understand it's an energetic exchange. You don't have to. And I am a regular, real person. I don't have another job. This is what I do. And your donations do help my family. They do help me. So thank you. Thank you. Help me buy bags of cat food and dog food because I got a gajillion pets, I'll tell you. Whew. Okay, hold on. Diana Rodriguez, you're on YouTube. Yes, I have a couple cards for you. Bernice, I feel you. Everyone in my home is always trying to bring me down. I stay in my room, and if something is wrong, I always have to hear about it, even when it has nothing to do with me. You and I are on the wavelength, lady. And I'm not saying shit else because I live with people. So I understand. Let's just say this real quick. Absolutely. Yeah, you can totally ask a question. If you have a specific question on your heart or something, that you would like for me to dive into, drop that in, man. And as spirit draws me, I will allow, I will read for as many as possible. If you just want something general, or like career, love, or whatever, mediumship, make sure to just, drop that in. Okay. So make sure to cleanse your energy, Bernice, and others who recognize that they might be receiving some of those emotional, the emotional releases of other people. So when people like to, vent or complain or gossip or whatnot, that is an energetic exchange. It's an exchange of energy. And if you are a sensitive individual, if you're watching a broadcast like this, you may be a sensitive individual or you might be in the future. And those kinds of things can linger on you, right? You ever hang out with somebody and they share their terrible day or story with you and then you leave all in a bad mood and stuff? That's what I'm talking about here. So make sure that you cleanse your energy regularly, Bernice, and anyone else who is feeling this. You can just simply do this by asking your divine spirit team, higher power, higher self, God, source, creator, angels even. Hey guys, can you give me a quick cleanse to my energetic field, okay? Because I can feel like I was just receiving a bunch of baggage from my loved one or my friend or whatever I've been involved in, the emotional shit. Yes, ma'am. And then just envision in your mind's eye that there's a shower just flushing your whole body inside and out. It's coming from above your head and just let it run. Just let it run until it runs clear, okay? Completely through your body. Flush regularly. And I know that these are just words. But spirit honors our intentions, honors our requests, and will do this for you, but you have to ask. And I'll tell you, try it and see how much better you feel. See how much better you feel. And if you actually can take a shower, that would be better, okay? But if you can't take a shower, then you can at least energetically cleanse. But even if you're taking a shower, ask for the energetic cleanse as well because you're spending the time anyway. You are spending the time anyway when you're taking your regular shower, regular bath, just to say, hey, spirit, do you think you can cleanse my energy while I wash my regular body, right? And then you allow them to do that. And imagine that anything that's dissonant, anything that's not resonating with you is just being released right down the drain with those soap bubbles, okay? Allow that to be a regular practice and watch how much put together you feel because, we can feel a lot, we can feel frazzled and mixed up when we get blended with other people's energies or stress, weighed down by stress, things that are going on. But once you do this, you'll feel better. So friends, just try it if you want to. I'm not your boss. And hello from New Zealand. Diane, I still have a card for you. Actually, I have two cards for you. Diana, you've got the 10 of Wands and Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. I want to say to you, with these cards here, Diana on YouTube, Diana Rodriguez, with these cards here, I just want to say to you that Spirit is wanting me to just let you know that it's understandable if you're feeling a little bit burdened at work. Okay, that's how I feel. Is like work is real stressful right now. I'm overwhelmed. I've got some baggage, and maybe a little anger issues going on with some of my employees or subordinates or whatever this could be. Frustration with the processes potentially that are out of your hands, whatever. Sometimes we can bring this stuff home with us and it can put a stress on our marriage. So I just want to caution you at this time, Diana, to be mindful of this, to compartmentalize your day, to leave work at work and be in home vibes when you're at home. Because even if you don't intend to, if you come home in a sour mood because work was challenging, sometimes that sour mood settles into the husband or the family. Okay. And then everybody's kind of like, oh, we're in a sour mood because today's been rough, right? But nobody quite knows why. And it's just because we can kind of carry these things with us as we move forward. And a lot of times in our heads or in our hearts, we're trying to work through things so that we can have resolution for tomorrow. But Spirit is saying, make sure that you're not bringing too much work home with you. Okay. Because you do not want it to weigh on your family unit, because you have a very strong family unit, but you're all very connected and sensitive to one another's moods. So as the person who is very aware, Diana, Spirit is just calling you to be mindful and also to do that cleansing. And if you need to do some kind of visualization where you actually like close the door on, whatever just happened before you step into now, then definitely implement something like that to breathe and take pause, to actually, let those patterns go before you emerge into the new chapter of your day. Make sense? I hope it makes sense. Spirit also wants me to say that as partnerships, you guys are a divine partnership, you and your husband, your energies are most likely mirroring each other. So you may be noticing that he is having a lot of stress at work. Okay. So, just as much as you guys are mirroring one another. And even if he knows what's going on and has it all figured out, it's like other people, coworkers or something like this, that are just like, are you kidding me, guy? We're having this problem again. It's irritating. So I just want to say to you, be mindful of that as well, that you can ask questions like, are you grouchy because you had a rough day at work, sweetheart? These kinds of things, just to make sure that you guys are not bringing that home, because you both could have the potential to do that. Yeah, this happened the other day, ruined the night, but I learned from it. Oh, well, thank you, Spirit, for the validation and to let you know that it was a learning experience. And now you know how to kind of piece that out and to be more aware of husband as well, because he mirrors you, so that you guys can have more harmonious gatherings, right? You guys can get along better, not have those kinds of hiccups. Thank you, Diana. Okay, let's see. And Carolyn, yes, my Oracle deck is still for sale. I have it in my shop, HeidiCorona.shop. Let's see. I'm just trying to look at the, is there a black crystal for protection? Yeah, most of the black crystals are for protection, for grounding, for absorbing or deflecting negative energy, like black tourmaline. That is an excellent one right there. Black tourmaline, black obsidian, snowflake obsidian. These are excellent. Onyx, these are excellent stones for protection. Rhonda. Hi, welcome. New here. Good to see ya. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Let me catch up with these here. See where I'm at with the comments. Thank you, Diana. Diana says we do mirror each other. Amazing. Thank you. Was just pulling some cards from your deck. Yay, Diana. That makes me so happy. Did you get the peacock feathers card? I would imagine that you would get the peacock feathers card to appreciate each other, love and appreciate each other. Oh, guys, I do. I see your donations. Thank you so much. Blake, general reading, and Karma, I see you also. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Sure thing. Blake. Let me make sure I'm all disconnected from anything else. Michigan is chilly. Ooh, are you under the snow? Man. Yes. Whew. Interesting. So, Blake, you also got your calling. Your life's purpose is like an awakening to put your gifts and talents to good use and enjoy the journey of life. Okay. I feel this to be how you are inside and how you allow this to shine through you. Okay. Because I don't feel like you're, I I don't feel like you're in a set pattern that will be predictable for the rest of your life. Okay. I feel like you're in a phase of growing and learning and trying different things before you settle into what's really going to be long term and permanent for you. Okay. So, what I want to say to you is that your calling will keep calling all throughout your life, and you can't miss any signs and you won't miss any windows. Okay. So I want to say, just relax and have, be calm around that, Blake. It's about you being authentic. Okay. Not this time, got a real person. Love that. A real person. That's a fantastic card, sweetheart. Your authenticity and loving each other for, the real people that you are. I love that. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Blake, very true. Okay. So listen, yes, you're calling. I feel like what is important right now is to make sure that you are 100% yourself in all areas that you can be. Okay. So Spirit is giving me something else for you now. When you're at work or at home and with family, etc. But I really feel like it's at work. Okay. You have this bubbly personality, and you're clever. You have this quick-wittedness about you that you can come with some jokes that just kind of make people laugh and really like uh make people feel really comfortable and at ease with your presence. Okay. And you're able to uplift people if they're in a bit of a weird mood. Okay. So that's what Spirit is giving me. And this is not something that everyone can do, and not something that everyone is willing to do. Some people don't care about the next person. So some people don't want to make you laugh. However, laughter raises the vibration. Okay. And when your vibration is raised, things are more positive, things are more peaceful, things are more harmonious for you and others. Okay. So the fact that you're able to do this is fantastic. I would love for you to make it an, if you would like to embrace that and make it a regular habit or practice to, be aware of doing this intentionally throughout your day, throughout your life. Spirit is saying that's going to get you on the fast track to your dreams. Okay. And at this moment, your dreams are okay. This is kind of crazy. Okay. Listen. Okay, when I say Spirit is going to take you on the fast track toward your dreams, now your dreams, I'm thinking the life that you desire for yourself. Okay, the life that you could envision of the greatest and highest good for yourself. However, what they're saying is that's obscured from you right now. You don't even know what the greatest and highest is that you can achieve, that you will achieve, because right now you're doing this. And it's about, making it through this and being yourself and moving into whatever next chapters are opened and unlocked for you as you move forward and grow, because there's a lot of changing, a lot of growth. Now, I'm not ready for that yet. But what's important is you don't let the world dim your light. Okay. Like, because we could have that ability, that person didn't like my joke, so I'm never telling a joke again. The Spirit is saying you cannot allow that to sway you or stop you from being you. Not every person is going to like every joke or every person. So that is not up to you how you are received. In fact, when you offer that to anyone, offer something funny or uplifting to anyone, it's hard not to have an attachment to their results, right? We want to know if they laugh. We want to know if they received it well. That strokes our ego. That tells us we did a good job. And then when we don't get that response, they didn't laugh, then, oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I didn't do a good job. I totally blew that one, and then we feel bad. So Spirit is saying when you give an uplifting comment or some kind of an offering, I try to be a light to others at work. It's so true. Yes, sir. Absolutely. That is what Spirit is saying. And even if others don't receive your light, don't stop shining. Bottom line. Now you got two cards here. A surprise is on the horizon. Expect a nice surprise. Love this, Blake. Beautiful. Surrender to complete healing. Maybe this is the surprise. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Your loving vibration is healing. And as you continue to uplift others, it also adds benefit to you. It boosts you and it adds healing to your life in all areas. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Danielle. Whoop, that's for you. Oh boy. You know it. I'm not going to get your ass, but Spirit will. Blake, number 25, meditation. I said, hey, maybe this isn't a spiritual awakening. Maybe you don't, maybe that calling isn't what's calling you, but this is calling you as well. All right. Meditation is never harmful for anybody. Okay. Unless you're trying to meditate on the treadmill. Don't ever, ever, ever do that. I accidentally did that and I almost flew off. It was terrifying. So never meditate on the treadmill or any other unsafe means. Okay. However, meditation is beneficial. It helps to calm your mind. It helps to calm your body. It helps with relaxation. It helps you to sleep better. It helps you to manage your emotions in a clearer way. And it helps to clear out some of that mental chatter in the headspace that can pull you this way, that way, and make you miss things in your outer environment. Mr. Blake, Spirit is telling me right now that sometimes you get lost in the mental realms of your mind and you miss things in your environment, manifestations that you have attempted yourself to draw in. Have you been trying to manifest a relationship, man? I feel like you have missed that. You can't miss anything that is truly meant for you by divine right. So don't feel like it's gone and lost forever. However, sometimes opportunities are present and you have been unaware. Okay. So now's the time to buckle down to a mindfulness or a meditation or even a peaceful relaxation practice. Okay. To start calming down the headspace. He has. I got you. Well, Spirit is saying, unfortunately, you kind of just missed each other. Okay. And you're shy. Okay. So I really feel like leaning into some kind of guided meditations. Let Spirit draw you. You know what you have going on. Do you need help with anxiety? Do you need help with sleep? Would you like a boost of self-confidence? Okay. Plug those keywords into YouTube, meditation, guided, confidence, whatever this could be, and let it lead you somewhere. Okay. This is always going to be a healing experience. So that is definitely something that Spirit is calling you. A surprise is on the horizon. Yeah, don't miss it this time. Okay. Be aware and pay attention and keep being your cute self. I'm shy and I'm not in a way. You're bubbly, you're active, you like giving those compliments, even to strangers, even in the coffee shop. Okay. That gets you noticed, even if you don't know it gets you noticed. And that could potentially get that manifestation in. That's how you meet people, man. You can't be too shy to speak up and be seen and say things. When you feel drawn, that spirit urging you, just listen. It's nothing's going to go wrong. That's what I have for you, Blake. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you. Thank you. You guys are the best. I'm grateful for you as well. Thank you, Meredith. Karma, did you say general love? You're welcome. Man, I don't want to tell people that. You missed an opportunity. It will show itself again, Blake. You've got to be aware. It is hard to quiet the mind. That's why they call it a practice, because you have to keep practicing to get better at it. If you have trouble quieting your mind, guided meditations usually really help with that, because instead of thinking about stuff, you're listening to the voice like you're listening to me. And that can really keep your head busy enough that you can follow along with whatever it's asking you to do, relax or visualize, breathe, whatever. And that can give you a leg up to learning to keep that mind in check, so it's not always running rampant. Also, if you are somebody who if you if you don't want to do a guided, but you just have 5 minutes or something to sit and relax, and your head won't stop, keep your head busy of your own accord. Focus on one word and say it quietly inside of you. Love, 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 love. Keep your head busy inside as you breathe and just relax. Okay. That is a good step in the right direction as far as meditation and quieting your mind. If you are someone who needs more than that, okay, because your mind wants to think about other things while you're chanting love in the middle of your mind, you may need to challenge that a little bit more by starting at 1,000 and counting backwards by threes in your mind. Okay. 1,000, 997, 994. Okay. So you're using a little bit of your brain power, just however it works for you, so that you can keep it busy, so that you're not thinking random thoughts. It's doing what you want it to do, and you're relaxing the body. And eventually the body is in line. The mind will also relax. You got to rein it in and learn to control it. All right, karma. No, it's this way. Let's see here. Karma. You're welcome, Diane. Okay, this is interesting, karma. I'm going to get you one from the spiritually selected as well. Got a couple of cards for you here. This is interesting. Karma, I know you're a student of mine, so that's probably where we're jumping off at. Oh man. Hold on, I've dropped too many cards. Ugh. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, wow. Incredible. Okay, so karma, Spirit is calling you to do some self-discovery, because as you are attempting to up level on your spiritual journey, it's beneficial to release any lower vibe energy patterns that we may be storing or carrying around. As we release the more lower vibe patterns that may be kind of weighing us down energetically as a whole, then it opens us up to reach higher levels of consciousness, right? To bring in more light. Now, you've got a couple cards that fell here. So this is the card that I want to really jump in for you. It's the Four of Swords, and to clarify, it's the Six of Hearts, okay? So the Four of Swords is about pulling in and kind of putting a cocoon around yourself, tending to your heart wounds, your heartstrings, these kinds of things on all levels, honey. So making sure that you're resting, staying hydrated, eating sufficiently, resting sufficiently. I know that may be, this all might be slightly challenging for you because I know you've got a new baby and a young child as well. So making sure that you don't get lost by the wayside, because as a parent, man, especially with two young children, like, oh, I make sure that you're fed, I make sure that you're clothed, I make sure that you're taken care of, and me, I'm just hanging around, it's very important that you make sure that you get all the things that you need as well, because your physical body is it's like a vehicle that needs fuel, right? It needs fuel. There are certain things that you have to keep that vehicle going, just like your car, right? Your car, you need to make sure your tires always have air, and you've got engine oil and gasoline, right? All the things. So your physical body, much the same. There are so many different things that you require. Some of those things are like sunshine, girl. I know the weather may not permit at times, but it's important to get the sunshine when you can, because it does help to cleanse your systems, okay, and reinvigorate you as well. Now, I want to get back to this Six of Hearts. Okay, this is about the past. Yes, time goes by so fast, even for the pasture. I look up and it's 5 p.m. and then it's almost time for bed. I know it, girl. Absolutely. So it's important that you do your best to take care of all the necessities, okay? The necessities, the basics. Remember in class, we were talking about the bottom of Maslow's pyramid. I said, oh gosh, sorry. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the pyramid at the very bottom, breathing, sleeping, eating, shelter, those things like that you have to have, making sure that those are met, not only for your children, but also for you. It's important, sweetheart. And in a healthy way, so we want to make sure that we are sufficient, but in moderation and not overdoing things, right? Because when we overdo things, it's in an excess. Sometimes we can sleep too much or drink too much or eat too much or whatever this could be, exercise too much. Sometimes we can go way too much with something that is a good thing, and that's not healthy either. So moderation is key. Now, again, honey, I feel like a little touch of inner child work, shadow work, this kind of thing here with this card as you take care of your physical body and your regular stuff. I'm not trying to put more on your plate, but I feel like you're already kind of dabbling in it anyway. Okay. So that's why Spirit is bringing this for you, karma, because you're wondering how to heal. You're wondering how to address these things. So if you're able to kind of write down some of your previous experiences in some kind of notebook or, just pieces of paper, whatever, and write it all out and allow yourself to feel it as you write it, and put those emotions on the paper too. You know what I mean? And all the thoughts. So it comes out of your mind, out of your heart, and out of your hand out of the pen and onto the paper, and you can really let some of those old experiences go. Now, this is what I want to say to you, karma. For now, these are the safer experiences, okay? The things that kind of bother you, but you've already made peace with them. You already have healing around these things for the most part, but you're ready to really just let it go and release it, put it out on paper, burn the paper, shred the paper, whatever you want to do with it, but don't keep it. I'm talking about releasing it from within you, okay? So this is what Spirit is calling you to do at this time. Now, these other cards fell. 3 of Wands and 9 of Spades. All right. So this talks about waiting for the right time to unpack the deeper, darker stuff. Okay. So I just want to say to you, don't bite off more than you can chew. Every part of our spiritual, okay, when we're on a spiritual journey, it's an unfoldment, and sometimes it feels slow, and sometimes we just want to dive in and do everything that we can do to encourage that unfoldment to happen a little more fast, right? So Spirit is saying that you need to follow the breadcrumbs, and right now it's about doing this kind of self-healing, inner child healing, writing some things out and letting it go, etc. But the deeper issues that are a bit more challenging for you, the stuff that makes your skin crawl, the things that still make you sweat or panic, okay, these things can wait until later. You don't have to do these all at the same time, and you don't have to do them now. In fact, Spirit is suggesting that you do not. Spirit is suggesting that you just do some of that healing activity now and leave some other stuff for later when you're ready to do that. Okay. And your vibration will be at a more stable frequency and at a higher frequency, so that you can withstand some of this and it not jar you as much. Okay. Because we all have stuff. We all have stuff from, way back childhood, or, traumatic experiences, etc., that linger with us, that sit with us, that has left its mark somehow. And when you're on a spiritual journey, especially when you're up leveling as fast as karma is, some of those things beckon you to find resolution. However, karma, I feel how you just want to do it all right now and just heal and just get it over with. But Spirit is saying that's not realistic, sweetheart. This is not, yes, just writing the experiences down, but with feeling, honey. Allowing yourself, see, these ones may not feel so deeply, okay, but you might be a little irritated, a little frustrated, a little sad for your experience or for yourself or whatever. This could be writing it down and then shredding the paper and throwing it away, or burning the paper and getting rid of it. Okay, you don't want to keep these experiences. You don't want to stumble across it again and read it again and reactivate it again. Okay, you're going to write it all out. It's coming out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your pen, onto that paper, and you're going to destroy it or get rid of it. Okay, that way you can close that chapter and then fill yourself with divine white light to displace any of those energies. Okay, but stay away from the ones that are a little more challenging. The ones that are a little more challenging, once you get your feet wet and have a better foothold, then you'll be able to address those later. And that's okay, honey. I want to say to you, don't rush this stuff. That's okay. You don't have to psych yourself out to just like be perfect and get it all done right now, because that's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. But it is a realistic part of becoming a spiritual practitioner or embarking on your spiritual journey, is learning how to deal with the shadow, learning how to integrate and honor the shadow as it is presented to you, and how to continue to walk in the light. Now, the card that you have here is number 53, Discover. It's time to discover what lights you up. Look into a new interest, hobby, or a skill that's undiscovered that resonates with you. Follow your intuition. Your soul knows the way. Love that. Now, this says an undiscovered hobby or skill. So pay attention. I see that. I don't think about them because I always think to live in the present moment. Understandable. But those things still happened, okay? And the patterns, until they are addressed, the patterns are still lingering, because we all have an energetic field, and we are all energetic in nature. and so those patterns of experience just kind of want to be highlighted, acknowledged, seen and honored for whatever it was that happened. And the only person who can truly do that is you, because you are the one who knows what happened. So sometimes those things that kind of arise within us or in the back of our mind or whatnot, we could stand to kind of piece that out, make peace with it. Okay, thank you for everything I learned from that experience. I'm so glad that it's in the past and out of my life forever. Goodbye. Okay, something like that. I've been so strong to not let those experiences become a part of me. Well, that is fantastic. If you have made peace with all of your past and all of your present, then it sounds like there's not a whole lot of unpacking for you to do. But what I want to say to you is, just in case there is, Spirit will bring it to you. Spirit will bring it to you by the way that you feel in your today life. Okay, so if you notice yourself feeling extra emotional when something occurs here, now, and today, extra emotional, like that experience didn't exactly deserve for me to get so emotionally charged about it. These kinds of things that can keep poking our buttons. When you notice anything that kind of rubs you the wrong way or pokes a button, just sit with it for a moment and say, why am I so upset? Why am I feeling this way? Whether I'm angry or I'm sad or whatever this could be, why do I feel this way? Offended, vulnerable. There are different ways that we can, find ourselves. And it's usually because there's a thread to something of the past that is unresolved. And now this is another chance to resolve it, right? Here in our here, now, and today. I understand that, Karma. And Gina says, things that happen to us does not determine who we are, how we handle them does. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. And sometimes we don't handle things in the best way. I just want to say this, like, we're not all innocent bystanders here. I want to say sometimes we have our back against the wall. We feel like we're in a corner and we make whatever decision seems like it might be the best thing to make in that moment. And it might still suck. We're all just doing our best. Nikki, do you have a request, sweetheart? Thank you, guys. You're the best. And I will read the comments on the replay. It is just kind of challenging. The comments go by pretty quick. So Nikki, and then Jennifer Burris. Hi, Leanne. I'm going to get some tarot for you, Nikki. Career. You're welcome, Karma. Sending love to you, sweetheart. I want to say something real quick. One good reason to integrate your experiences, Karma. I just want to say this as a teacher, because I am a spiritual teacher and a mentor. I can feel how you can disassociate with past experiences. So that's not who I am anymore. That's not who, I just don't even think about it. I don't even, I don't even want to think about that or entertain that. That's the old me, the old life, the past, whatever. Okay. So I'm disassociating from all of that. And that's not unhealthy. Okay. However, Spirit is calling you to integrate the past for a reason. Okay. So I can't let this go right now. Spirit wants me to say that, as you write your past down, the experiences that were a little more challenging, even if you don't have that here, now, and today, as a practitioner, you will see this. You will sense this as you read for others. That is how we recognize each other's struggles and challenges. That's how I can sense into what's going on with you guys, because I've had shit go on in my life and I'm like, I know this one, right? It works much the same. So Karma, the disassociation from any of those experiences, although it seems like it might be a good idea, it might be a self-protection method, it might not even bother you anymore. It might not be an emotional thing. However, it's a part of your spiritual toolbox, and Spirit will use that to help others in the future who have been through something like that. So it's not necessarily something that you just want to brush away and not think about or remember. Thank you, guys. You're the best. You're the best. Okay, so career, Nikki, is what you said? Oh, Nikki. Oh, boy. Nikki, weren't you going to be a phlebotomist? What happened with that, girl? Karma understands. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's cold in Texas. I feel for you. I feel for anyone who's cold because I'm cold. LPN. I don't know what that is. It's some nurse, right? Is it whatever it might be? Oh, ooh, all right. So look, this is real interesting. Now, look, girl, this is what I'm seeing from your cards. You have, I'm so squeamish, blood tubes. Okay, so that's not a good idea then. If you're squeamish, that's not a good idea at all. Licensed practical nurse. Thank you, God. Okay, so listen, sweetheart. This is what Spirit wants me to tell you right here. Stick to the plan. Okay, Queen of Swords, don't get emotional. It's time to tuck those emotions and stick to the plan. Even if it seems like it's a little bit of a long term, you got to have patience. Okay. I see here, like with your cards, you were going in that direction because I really feel like you should still be going in that direction. You have the Ace of Wands and Justice here. Although, you know, justice could be legal in nature if that's something that draws you. I really feel like this is a new action or taking the action to go back to some kind of school or college to get that kind of training with the Justice card, the training that you like. I like the licensed practical nurse if that is something that resonates with you. I feel like, there are grants that you can receive to help pay for your schooling, etc. While this process unfolds. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles here is about receiving some kind of assistance or grants or loans or whatever this could be to help pay for schooling while you and your children might live on the lifestyle and budget that you currently have. But please know that this is only temporary as you build your new life. The more energy that you put into, I hate to say this, but your education and your experience is how much more money you're going to make on the other end. So I want to say to you, sweetheart, I feel like right now, I know you want to jump in and have a job, but I feel like it's more beneficial to you to live the way that you're living for a certain period of time on a budget and to further your education or your certifications, your skills, and then you're going to make more money, you know, at that time for your family so that you guys can have that stable household where you're the one who is providing. And that's what I'm seeing here, Nikki, is that it's you're the one who's going to be providing that household for you and your children. So it's important to invest into you know, your education and to feel equipped to deal with the things of the jobs that you're applying for. Okay, so have you already gone through school? I want to say to you, the grants, the loans, whatever this could be, some government agencies have programs that can put you through those programs and support you through those programs to help you become more financially self-sufficient, right? So I really feel like that is something to reach toward, especially with the Justice card showing up here. Like legally, someone can give you a leg up and help you during this process, even if this is just expanding your education. I was trained as a CNA. I love this, but I love that you have the idea to further your education so that you can move yourself up into that next bracket, that next certification, and make a little bit more money for the lifestyle that you desire, because I do feel like you are going to be taking care of your family, you and your kids. Like you're the one, you're that stable, strong foundation. And now's the time, Nikki, that you own that shit. I am strong. I have got us through everything that we've been through, and I will take us into brighter days. And I know this spirit supports me in doing this. So allow yourself to feel that fire, girl, and have that plan. I'm just scared I might somehow hurt someone due to my fears or uncertainty. Wow. Look at this. Major Arcana card number 15, the Devil. Okay, I can see this. This is manipulation, darling. Sticky energy patterns. I'm scared I might somehow hurt someone. So you don't even know how. Okay. And I'm afraid somebody might get hurt by my actions to want to better my life and better ourselves. I'll tell you what, listen, Nikki, I'm just going to be real. This is what I feel for you right here is you've got to choose you too. Just like we were talking about earlier, that you are the one to choose you. Why? For you and your children. Okay. This is what I see in your future. Nikki's going to educate herself. Nikki's going to get a better job. Nikki's going to be able to provide for her and her children. And then Nikki's going to have some turd come show himself up in her apartment and want to live with her for free like a bum. And she's going to have the decision on her heart Do I let this ride again in my life where I have to take care of another man child? Or do I say, no, I've worked hard to get me and my kids where we're at, and I ain't going to entertain that nonsense any longer. This is about you snagging that job for you and your children and not taking care of any people. It will be presented to you, honey. I hate to say this, but you've got to be able to tell it no. And I know you have many, many times. I'm not just talking about your ex, sweetheart. I'm talking about a new one in a real pretty package that has all the same bullshit. Sometimes the universe presents it just one more time to see if you're really done with that nonsense, especially after you've got your shit together. And you've got your shit together. Queen of Pentacles, sweetheart. You are that money person of your life. You are that sugar mama to you and your kids. You're the one who figures it out. You're the one who takes care of you guys. Why don't you deserve happiness? Why don't you deserve a job that you feel good about having? You do. And you'll have it. When you put the guilt down. Hell yeah, Nikki. I love that. You deserve happiness in your home, and anything else that comes along should complement that happiness. So it should support that happiness, but that happiness within you, within your home, comes first. Otherwise, that other stuff that seems like happiness is just a pretty distraction to just distract us for a minute from our non-happiness that's in here. Got another one. Major Arcana card number 5, the Hierophant. That's where you find spirit. That's where you find your soul. Meditate, sweetheart. We've been talking about meditations. I'm at peace with being alone with my kids. I love this. Nikki, I feel like you and your kids should sit down and have meditation moments. Okay, guys, I know you've got little ones. We're going to set this egg timer for 3 minutes, and we're all going to sit quietly and breathe. It's meditation time. What good little helpers you guys are. Look at us meditating together. High fives all around. I love this, Nikki. Draw them in and embrace this kind of practice in your life and invite your kids too. Why not? And Spirit wants me to tell you too, Nikki, that you can practice mindfulness also during commercial breaks of TV. Okay, so when you're watching TV or your kids are watching TV and you happen to notice that the commercial breaks, jump to your mindfulness. Breathe deeply, watch your thoughts, and suspend your thoughts, okay? Just during the commercial break. And then when the show comes back on, boom, jump back into the show or whatever else you're doing to train your brain to be in that state. I wish my kids could do quiet, LOL. Maybe. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, you got to teach them. You got to teach them, and they won't ever learn it if you don't ever show them how or teach them and train them, if you will. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. I know it seems like forever. Sit on your pillow. Where's your pillow? Sit on your pillow, little guy, right? Trick them, train them, show them it's fun. Totally up to you, Nikki. Totally up to you. I think they'll dig it. I feel like that's something that they will think is, oh, wow, this is a fun game. We're going to play with mom, you know? All right, that's what I have for you, Nikki. Thank you so much. And Emily Anderson. Hi, Emily. Did you have a certain request on your heart, sweetheart? You let me know. I know, Nikki. If I live closer to you, girl, you better believe I'd come visit your place, man. I'd love to hug you. I'd love to hug your babies. All right, Emily. Spirit. I'm going to just grab some cards for you, sweetheart. Danielle, thank you, honey. I do appreciate that. That's Aubrey's sister. Hey, girl. Nice to meet you. So glad to have the whole fam in here. I do appreciate. Word of mouth is one of the greatest forms of flattery, you guys. It's a huge compliment. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Emily. I love that. I'm in California, America. Leanne, thank you for just shouting that out. I love that. Everybody tell you where she's at. Where's everyone at? Let's talk about this. Okay. Emily, you've got some cards, honey. This is interesting. So check it out. The first card that you have, Emily, is time out. Take time for a much needed break and relax. Now, that's not to be confused with Five of Cups energy, okay? Because the Five of Cups energy is a little bit like taking a time out, okay, from my day right now because I'm depressed. Maybe I'm sad. Maybe I'm worried about the past or regretting things of the past. Whatever this is, it's just like this. My now moment, my today is going right down the drain. Okay, so those are two different energies, but similar. Okay, so Emily, this is what I want to say to you here. Emily, that it's important to take a time out and rest and rejuvenate yourself and not allow yourself to weigh yourself down with all your heavy emotions, okay, or heavy thought patterns. My worry about this person, that person, the other person. I'm worried about everybody and it weighs on my physical body. Oh, girl, you get pain. I can feel that your physical body will start to feel pain, and it's because you're carrying heavy emotions that are yours and others, okay? How you feel about other people, how you're concerned about other people. This can all really, oh boy, I feel it like my low back here, my shoulders. I can feel how all the stress can really tense you up, Emily. Oh my goodness, my right hip hurts so bad now. You've got to change something, honey. If you aren't feeling this physical pain yet, you will soon if you don't start putting down some of these emotional burdens and baggages, sweetheart. Okay, because as we carry energy patterns through our life, through our day, and they begin to weigh on us more and more heavily, they get to this point where they can actually affect our physical body. So if you're not having pain, you could have pain, girl. It could happen. And I don't want to say that, but I want to make you aware that you've got to make sure you're not carrying too much, taking time out for you to do things that feed your soul for the sake of it and not feeling guilty about that. Okay, you know what? I don't want to go. I want to stay in my jammies and I want to watch my favorite show on Netflix and eat a bowl of ice cream because that's what makes me feel good in this moment right now today, and I'm not hurting anybody. Okay, if that's what it is to choose you, girl, you've got to do that instead of sitting around and feeling really bad about the way things are. I can see how you can sit around and feel really bad about the way things are, and how do I even change a damn thing? I don't even know what to do. I feel like everything's out of my hands, and I find myself sitting in this whole energy. I don't even know where to start. Start by taking a step back, okay? Unplugging from everything else, everyone else, and recalibrating you, honey. I want to say to you, so often we can be in company with other people forever, right? Okay, we have our relationships, we have our parents, right? Our siblings, we have our romantic partnerships, we have our children. I feel how there can be times where, oh, thank you. There can be times where, like for so long, we've always done for the group, for everyone, right? So now we find that I don't even know what my preference is as a single person, as an individual, right? And you may not be single, but what I'm saying is you're an individual, one person. And if I were to say, hey, girl, what do you want for lunch? Oh, shit. What does everyone have? I don't know. Well, what's everyone going to eat? Oh, I got to run it past these filters, right? Wait a minute. Do you even know what you want, what you would like with everyone else aside? Probably not, because you've been running in that mode for a while, following along with other people's plans, doing what seems right for the crowd, for the group, for other people. And you yourself are just like, I guess this is fine. I guess this will be okay. And it doesn't matter so much to me. So I'll just whatever, right? And you lose yourself. That's a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. So Spirit is calling you to recognize what lights you up again. Again, what lights you up, what matters to you, what you like and dislike, and start saying these things. Start interjecting your opinion, all right? Because it matters. It matters if you don't care for that and it's still going on. If you don't feel like you can change that thing that's going on that you don't like, guess what? You can remove yourself from that and not ever have to deal with it again. That's your choice. Free will. We all have free will. And when other people use their free will to be douchebags or assholes, I'll just say that right now. We have the free will to walk away at work or at home, wherever this might be. Sometimes we feel like we're just stuck. We're just stuck with the crap the way that it is. And we can lose our empowerment for just a moment when we don't, when we don't realize, hey, wait a minute, I do have choice here. I'm not stuck here. And maybe the future doesn't look like anything I thought it would. Maybe I'm afraid. Maybe it doesn't look too appetizing, doesn't look too appealing, my future. So I'll just stick here in this stuff for a little bit longer. Okay. Because maybe the future is scary and unknown, and I'm not even sure what it would look like, but this is familiar and I know what to expect. Right. So in some way, this is kind of familiar and comforting on some level, because that future, who fucking knows, man? I don't want to have to go stay with my mom or have to deal with this, that, whatever. Okay. Stuck is the word, she says. I get you, girl. But the truth of the matter is, even if you did the unthinkable, you could be unstuck. But you choose not to do the unthinkable because that seems just way too big of an action to take from where you stand, right? But when we choose to remain in connection with things that are distasteful or dysfunctional or unhealthy for us, then yeah, we're stuck. We're choosing to remain stuck in that connection. I don't want to say that because I sound like an asshole. I've chosen to remain in circumstances that were not of my greatest and highest good because I wasn't ready to move forward. And we all have that free will choice, girl. I am not your mom. I am not your boss. I just want to tell you that it is very apparent in your energy patterns that you desire more, and that more is on the horizon for you. But that may require you to get quiet within yourself and decide what's important to you, and to decide to make decisions and take actions for the sake of that. Start small by interjecting your preferences, by speaking your mind and saying your opinion. These little tiny things that you can just say, okay, no, I don't like that. Oh, I'd rather watch this movie. Can we go here to eat? These little things that we can say to just interject our authenticity helps to open that up so that we can be more authentic and feel safe to be more authentic. Now, what I want to say to you is, after such a time of clamming up and not ever, sharing that, it can be really challenging to share that. So even just saying these little tiny things, I'm glad I'm speaking to more than just Emily right now. Spirit wants to speak to more than just Emily. And we all deal with things like this. Okay. Maybe not all at the same time, but the energy patterns do circulate. They move through the collective and they do hit us all. I say that. So, hold on a moment. Let me sip my rock star. Oh man. So we all have free will choice. We all have free will choice. And when we decide to make decisions for ourselves, for our, whatever feels best for us or right for us, other people have the free will choice to react and respond in whatever way is right for them. Okay. Now, what I want to say is, when you're just interjecting your opinions, you should be able to safely do that. Okay. Within a relationship of any caliber. Okay. At work or at home, regardless of the status, you should be able to say, I don't like pickles on my burger, or I'd rather not watch that movie. Can we watch something else? You should be able to say these things. And sometimes when you clam up and you haven't said these things for a while, it can be challenging to be brave and to speak up. So I say to you, be brave. Spirit encourages you to speak up about these little tiny things, because truly nothing hangs in the balance if you share these parts of yourself. Now, recognize how you're received. Okay. If that's where it's at. If you are not well received, okay, then you're not in the right company. If you can't be authentic, if you can't be yourself, if you can't share your opinion and you're not well received and you don't feel safe to do so, then why are you wasting everyone's time? You deserve to feel safe. You deserve to feel seen. You deserve to have your opinion valued. And others who don't value that can sometimes be manipulative towards us. I'll just say that. and make us feel like there is nothing outside of this place. And who are you to think that there is anything else? Okay. And we begin to believe that kind of stuff. I'm talking to a few different people here. And that's why it's so big and loud and scary and ugly, okay? Because there is no true power. The power is in how they can make you feel so that you'll do what they want you to do. Ultimately, you're the one who takes the action, not them. They dim your light. Absolutely. And can diminish your ability to believe in yourself. And I want to say, even the next thing, even if the next thing is distasteful, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to go to an agency. I don't want to have to go stay with my mom. I don't want to have to reach out for help. Okay. I don't want to have to. But that is only temporary to get you out of this place and into who knows how amazing your future is. But you will never know until you just take the stepping stone from one into the other and know that this too is only just permanent. Only just so you can regroup and figure out your next steps. And once you're in that space of clarity, it's going to be so much clearer. So you're going to breathe fully and deeply and realize you're not clenched up and holding on to anything. Oh my God, I didn't know what freedom felt like for a minute. Look up, look forward. Welcome new developments for positive change. Look up, look forward. Six of Wands. How freaking awesome is this? This is victory, recognition, achievement, greatness. This is someone who is seen, who is valued, who is appreciated. Look up, look forward to your future, not your past. And I'm sorry to say, but not your right now. Because right now feels a little draining, a little dimming, a little more challenging than you would like. And Spirit wants you to have the kind of life that you desire. But it's up to you to remove this kind of stuff from your experience so that Spirit can provide you with that. Take that time out, sweetheart. Take that time out so that you can figure out you and decide what you can live with, because you're the one who's living in your skin and you're the one who has to sleep in your bed at night. All right. With all of the circumstances, the results of the choices that you have made. And I feel, honey, I feel like you are living and sleeping in the circumstances of the choices that other people have made. And this is a huge call to make your choices. Your choices would not have got you here. But I feel like maybe your heart, your loyalty, your bond, your guilty conscience got you there because you felt like that was the right thing to do for the folks or for whatever at the time. However, you're feeling urged to make new decisions. You may not even quite know what they are, but they're not this. So it's time to pull away from this. And if you don't know how, become willing. Speak to God, source, creator, spirit, higher power, higher self, angels, whoever you believe in, because that is who hears your prayers, and say, listen here, God, listen here, spirit, I need you. Life is a mess right now. I just don't know what to do, but I am willing to make a change. I am willing to step into the life of my dreams if you will show me the way and take me there. Where are you, God? Be present in my life and show me the way. Thank you, God. As you ask, it is given. All right. So when you see those doors open, you've got to walk through them. Spirit supports you and knows that you can. I'm called into this one again. Your sister got this, I believe. I'm called into this one for you again. And there's one line in here. Our souls come here to experience the polarity of earthly life. We pick the obstacles that become our personal challenges. On a soul level, we know we can overcome them. Whether in the grip of addiction, alcoholism, illness, struggles, or hardships, you can overcome. Every step in the right direction is a victory to be celebrated. And I feel like all these girls need to be supporting and celebrating all of their little victories together. Between you all, you got real strong legs to stand on. And I feel like you can support one another through all of your challenges and hardships, because you know what's going on behind the scenes, you know, and like the rest of us don't, you know what I mean? And that's a beautiful connection for you guys to have. So don't lose sight of that. This is for you as well. Invisible. Do not get comfortable feeling invisible. I want to say to you this. Look, I've made my cards from where I've been in my life. I made this. These were my old glasses. These were my glasses. So there can be times in our life where, like someone was saying earlier, that if there's anything to bitch about, you hear it all, right? So I want to be invisible because I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to receive any backlash. I don't want to know that there's a problem because I know I'm held responsible for fixing it or whatever this could be. This is what I feel here, darling. Sometimes we want to be invisible. I don't even want you to notice me, man, because it's always a can of worms. It's always some drama. I want to be invisible. I want to blend into the background. So I want to read you the card, Emily. Do not get comfortable feeling invisible. Okay. And this is referring to not in your safety, mechanisms or whatnot. If you are shy, get ready for a steady increase in positive attention. Okay. Positive attention. That is what is up here, is no more hiding in the shadows and not speaking about your problems. Now's the time to be seen. Now's the time to be heard. Now's the time to be valued and appreciated for who you are as you stand. And if you need assistance, please let other people help you. It will make them feel so good. So good to be there for you. Spirit is letting you know that it is time to come out of your shell. You know who you are, and it is safe to let that show. Some lovely souls may feel insignificant, unseen, undervalued, or unappreciated. The divine sees you and wants to remind you that your circumstances will shift and change as you remain true to yourself. Remember, you got to speak up about your preferences, your likes, your dislikes, all these things. It's important to be authentic. And if you can't speak up about these things, this is what I want to say. If you got to say something, even if you have a healthy debate, a healthy argument, a difference of opinion, a disagreement, okay, can you have a healthy disagreement? Or do you pull in because you're afraid? Can you speak up now? Can you put that fear aside and speak up anyway? If you do, what's going to happen? You're going to get punched in the eye? If you're going to get punched in the eye, don't say a thing. It's time to leave that relationship anyway. It's time to leave that scenario anyway. If that is a risk, it is not worth the gamble. All right. So speaking up for yourself is healthy, and you should be able to do that in co-creation. And if you are not well received, then that is not your partnership. That is not a healthy connection to have in your life. And you may choose to use your own free will and good judgment to disconnect, detach, distance yourself, however that works for you. Okay. I'd say walk away, but I'm not your boss. Okay. Sometimes it's not that simple. Sometimes it's not that easy. Okay. There could be a process, but I'll tell you, darling, if you desire, it can be so. Even if you feel like I'm stuck, there's nothing I can do until death. Will I ever be free? Not true. Not the case. That is just how loud someone wants to pretend like their control is. They really pound it in like this is final, this is fact, when really they have nothing but how they make you feel. And then you will comply. And that is not love. That is manipulation. I'm not going to say that there is not any love there, because we all love from a place of where we're at with our life experiences. And sometimes that love is distorted. That still does not mean that you have to accept some distorted version of love. You don't have to. Now that you're recognizing, hey, this is distorted and I don't want to have anything to do with this, you can. You can choose not to accept anything less than what you desire and hold space for that. Hold space for yourself. Some lovely souls may feel insignificant, unseen, undervalued, or unappreciated. The divine sees you and wants to remind you that your circumstances will shift and change as you remain true to yourself. Those who can truly appreciate your resonant frequency will be aligned with your path. It is okay to be seen. I love that those who can appreciate your resonant frequency will be aligned with your path. That's the supportive network. These are the people who I'm talking to about what's really going on in my life as I jump through some of these changes. And even if you don't make changes, you've got to speak about things, man. When you don't share things, they stay inside of you and they can fester. I'm a huge advocate for secrets keep you sick. Secrets keep you sick. And when you don't talk about how you're feeling, if you don't talk about, I'm unhappy, then it's just your own little secret unhappiness in there. You know what I mean? And when we're able to talk about it and share with somebody that we can trust, then it lightens that load. Okay. It lightens that load. So what I want to say to you, honey, is even if you can't make any changes at all, get honest with God about your willingness or lack of or whatever to, move some things around. If you're not willing, that's okay. You don't have to be. I understand sometimes we're in love with people who have, personality disorders or other bad habits or whatever this could be, but maybe, oh man, there's real love there and I'm willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to put in the time. It's important to recognize, oh boy, that you can do all the work you want on yourself, and that is not going to fix your partner. Your partner or other people in your life have to heal on their own. And we can demand a certain standard, and that teaches them what they need to rise to in order to continue to be in connection with us. And if they don't meet the standard, if they do let us down, then it's really a case-by-case basis. Will I allow myself to compromise once again and let this back into my life? Fool me once, I feel that here. It's about finally putting your foot down and choosing you. I want to say, bottom line, sister, regardless of whatever it is that's been going on, I want you to think about this past week, okay? Just this past week, about where your emotions have been, the things that have gone on in your life, in your heart, in your day, in your home. And think to yourself this: if this last week repeated itself and made up the next 5 years, would I be satisfied with 5 years exactly the same way as this has been this week? 5 years. Would I be okay? Or would I be like, holy shit, oh my God, why didn't I leave 5 years ago? Imagine that nothing ever changes or improves. Are you going to be okay with that? If not, then make the changes that you desire to see in your life. And if you feel like you're going to walk away anyway at some point, you might as well just do it now. Do you want to do it in 5, 10 years from now, 50 years from now, when you're old and gray and wrinkly? Or do you want to still have something left in you? Like, hey, man, I'm choosing me now, and this is who I am in relation to the world, and I'm starting fresh. Setting those healthy boundaries, calling a spade a spade. Sometimes it's hard to do. We go, oh, man, maybe it's not a spade. Maybe this will work out if I just give it another couple of months, and then a couple of months is a couple of years, and then pretty soon we're like, holy shit, how did this happen? How much grace are you going to give it? And how much grace period are you going to waste? That's really what I feel. I'm so sorry. I don't like speaking like this, but sometimes Spirit just has me say these things. It's because you need to hear these things. Nothing changes until you make the choice to change something. And sometimes other people don't want to change. They don't have to, but you get to. And if that pulls you away from each other, then so be it. I want to say this to you. Listen, maybe there is real love somewhere, okay? Sometimes we love people. Remember, we were talking about vibrating and how we vibrate at a certain frequency and we're in love and look at us, we're vibrating. And now, I'm on my journey and things have happened in my life or whatever. And I see that we're growing and you're your own person and I'm my own person over here. Okay. We talked about this and, hold on. Oh crap. That's no good. Oh no, I spilled my drink big time. Oh boy. I gotta grab a towel. Hold on, please. Hold on, guys. I made a big giant mess. Spilled the best drink in the world. That sucks. Couldn't have spilled the water. It was closed. Thank you. All right. What was I saying here now? Check it out. So when you and your partner are resonant, okay, you are vibrating at about the same frequency and you're getting along, right? A lot of times when we first get into a relationship, ooh, you're so wonderful. I just think you're great and you think I'm great and we're both our best selves right now, with our bad habits all tucked aside and nobody sees this, okay? But as we stay in connection with relationships, we begin to a lot of times show our true colors, okay? And now listen, this is what I want to say is that sometimes in relationships, those true colors come forward, okay? And this is really who I am. And this person goes, "Ooh, that's who you are. Oh goodness. Well, I still like you. I really remember we really kicked it off. We have this chemistry, but I'm pulled in now because your energy is kind of overshadowing mine, but I'm just going to allow it, right? So then this person's like, this is who I am, and this is what's going to happen, right? And we realize that we're in a connection that is dissonant, okay? We're not happy. Maybe we're not in love. Maybe we have love for these people. Let's say this. If we're in love, and this is a divine partnership, if you've heard of twin flame, okay, soulmate, whatever, just follow me here. I want to tell you, twin flame relationships can be heightened, emotionally charged relationships. They can encourage a lot of healing. They can be toxic and abusive, and you do not have to stay with a twin flame. Sometimes it is not the right time to have a healthy, supportive relationship with one another. Sometimes that cannot be achieved. So many people go, oh my gosh, I think this is my soulmate. I think this is my twin flame. I had better stay and work it out, even though, we're both crazy and we're not jiving at all anymore. So Spirit wants me to say to you that if you feel like, oh, this could be a real divine partnership, that's why I don't want to give up on it. Okay. But it is toxic. It's unhealthy. We're not good for each other at this time. It is okay to separate, because anything that is divinely meant for you will always be yours. Okay. And as you grow on your own path, if that truly is your divine partnership, okay, it will come back to you at a resonant frequency. You will both grow on your own and come back at a resonant frequency when you are ready. And if it's not your divine partnership, okay, then good fucking riddance, right? I cut it loose when I did, and I can grow on my own path and resonate something that is more in alignment with who I am, okay? Because as we sit in this partnership that may or may not be it's toxic, okay? This might be my twin flame, but I'm not sure, okay? But it's toxic. We're not happy. We fight all the time. We have all kinds of problems. I can't be myself. Whatever this is, okay? You are robbing each other of finding potential suitors in the future that love you as you are. If you don't love your partner as they are, cut them loose so someone else can. So often we feel guilty. I can't leave you. I can't leave you. What are you going to do? Your life will, you're going to leave them and free them up to find someone who is in alignment with them as they sit, and someone who's in alignment with you and what your heart desires for yourself. And if it is in that person, they will heal, they will grow, and they will come back to you, and you guys will kick ass. And if not, good riddance, like I said. Okay, that's what I have for you, honey. Whew. Wow, yeah, this has been intense. Look, I don't think I have anyone else on my list. And I'm going to go ahead and do a group pick a card message from the numerology cards. Love, love, love these. Preach it, girl. Yeah, I almost canceled tonight. Can you believe it? Life happens to me too. And I find myself in a shitty mood, or, whatever the case, stressed out, real stuff, stressed out about my family, about everything. And I'm like, I can't show up. Spirit, I can't show up. And then I remember, like, Spirit shows up no matter what. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, that Spirit shows up every time for you guys, for me, for us here. That is how it works. Even when we have regular problems, regular real life stuff, Spirit is here for us always. So if you want to pick your card and message, there's going to be 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to pick number 3 because I'm staying till the end. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing up for me and liking the video, sharing the page and all the things. And if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, my links are in your description box. Okay. HeidiCorona.shop. That is the headquarters to connect with me. HeidiCorona.shop. But please make sure to follow my page because I'm live at least 3 times a week if I can help it. And there's always something going on. So I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, you're the best. If you picked card number 1, whoa, I think Spirit is speaking to us tonight. Yes, an understatement. Tell me about it, girl. Sometimes shit goes down in my life too, you know? And it's a choice. Do I let it hold me back or do I continue to show up and be of service? I bet Spirit would honor me putting my crap aside and showing up to be of service for all of you guys. And it works and it does. And thank you, God, for that. Number 1, you ready for this? The card is number 56, relationship change. You saw these cards come out. This card indicates a time when a relationship in your life is going through a period of change. This adjustment is inevitable and necessary for the natural progression of the relationship, and the wisdom and experience gained will be of great benefit to all involved. Whether a child is leaving the home, a partnership or friendship has ended, or a loved one, friend, work colleague, or neighbor is going through a change, you know that you and the other person are divinely guided and protected and have the strength to carry on. This card can also indicate a positive relationship change, such as a declaration of commitment. For example, a wedding or an engagement. It could also indicate the resolution of an ongoing problem or dispute. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are leading you toward a change in relationship dynamic. During this period of transition, it's important to remember that as you grow and evolve, your relationships grow and evolve too. So be flexible and adaptable and know that all is well. The affirmation on this card says, "My relationships grow and evolve for the greater good of all." Greater good of all. I want to say sometimes when we cut people loose, they decide to grow up and make something of themselves. Hello, just saying that. If you picked card number 2, right. Oh, I feel you. I feel you on making all those decisions for the greatest good of everyone. Yes, it's draining. If you pick card number 2, it's number 4, perseverance. This card indicates a time to keep moving forward as you strive to achieve your hopes and dreams, because despite your current challenges, success is well within your reach. You are never given more than you can handle, and you have the strength and ability to make it through. So face your challenges head on with determination, courage, and faith. With perseverance and persistence, you can make your dreams come true. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to cultivate mental resilience and stability, since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life. Make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you, and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to persevere through your obstacles and challenges. Call on heavenly assistance when you need it and have faith in your ability to create an exceptional life. The affirmation on this card says, "With perseverance and persistence, I create an exceptional life." I love this number 2. Down here, it's where it says, "Make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you." Okay, and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. I feel those negative thoughts like, I deserve this. Okay, sometimes we feel we identify with the negative circumstances or experiences in our lives because will identify in a way that I deserve this happening to me because I let down someone of the past. Okay. And Spirit is saying that that is never, never the way that karma works. You're in your mind. Number 2, somebody is, I can feel it here about like, I deserve this. This is my karma because I was younger in my youth and I wild out or whatever this could be. Not the case, not the case. You are not being punished. So take that out of your vocabulary and out of your belief system. You don't deserve any negativity. You don't deserve any disfortune. Okay, so don't predict it and don't affirm it as if you do deserve to receive that, because you do not. And if you were drawn to pick card number 3 like me, our card is number 91. Spirit's asking us to surrender. This card indicates a need to surrender your attachment to a particular situation or a preferred outcome, because your inability to let go is impeding your success. Desperation blocks manifestation. Therefore, the more you struggle to attract your desire, the more you push it away. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to detach from the situation and surrender the outcome to the divine. In order to attract what you want, you must give the universe space to deliver your request. This can only be achieved by getting out of the way so that everything can unfold as it should. It isn't your job to make it happen. It is simply your job to allow it to happen. When you surrender the outcome to the divine, you let the magic flow. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to let go, trust, and surrender. Make peace with your life as it is today and appreciate what you already have. When you do what brings you joy rather than fret about the end result, divine order and timing will bring the perfect outcome your way. The affirmation on this card: I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. Woo! Ain't that the truth? Because God knows better, right? We in our human brains have all these plans and whatnot, and sometimes we limit our futures because Spirit has something better in mind for us. So, number 3, beautiful message. All of us, great messages today. I thank you for joining me, and this is the end of the video. If you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, my Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe link should be in your description box, facebook.com/group/ Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. Agree to the group rules or I won't let you in. And if you wanted to connect with me on a private level, HeidiCorona.shop. I do offer private sessions via Zoom or telephone call. All of my private sessions come with a digital recorded video of our session that you get to keep and watch again and again if you'd like to. And I also have tarot videos for order where we don't have to meet. You just select which tarot spread you like. I complete your video and I send it to your email address. It's very discreet. No one sees it but you, and you can watch that video again and again also. So if you wanted to connect with me, there it goes, HeidiCorona.shop. Until the next one, I send you all so much love, so many blessings, and I'll see you on Zodiac Monday.